Hello students, welcome back. We have studied that any complete orthonormal basis signals can be used for the expansion of white noise process. Now we are going to study about the conversion of additive white Gaussian noise channel into the vector channel. Now let us take the signal x of t is equal to si of t plus wt. As we have already studied with respect to the additive white Gaussian noise, Si of t is the received signal at the reception plus the Wt is the noise present in the channel. So that is additive white Gaussian noise. Now to extract the signal xi of t from x of t, so we have to integrate the signal from 0 to time period t, where 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to capital T. X of t multiplied by phi j of t. So phi j of t will represent the orthonormal basis function. So when this is integrated, we will be getting Sij plus Wi, where Wi will represent the noise and Sij will represent the component of the signal with respect to the j terms, that is j equal to 1, 2 up to n terms. So Sj will be equal to 0 to t Si of t phi 1 of t, where phi 1 of t is the first orthonormal basis function and Wi of t is determined from 0 to t Wt into phi 1 of t. So where this is a random quantity and this will contribute by the random noise present in the channel, and the Si of t will contribute to the transmitted signal. Now consider a random process x dash of t with x dash of t as the sample function which is related to the received signal x of t. Now x dash of t is computed with the equation, that is x of t minus summation of j1 to n xj multiplied with phi I of t. So where xj is the estimated value of the signal and phi I of t is the orthonormal basis function. So using these equations, we can arrive at the solution for the x dash of t, so which depends upon the channel noise. So the received signal can be expressed as x of t is equal to summation j1 to n xj into phi I of t plus x dash of t. So where x dash of t is contributing to the noise with the channel as shown in the equation. Now the statistical characterization of these received signal. The received signal is a random signal. So when we try to describe the statistical methods with respect to these received signal, so we have to have the statistical methods, that is with respect to the mean and variance. The assumptions made here are x of t denotes a random process, the sample function of which is represented by the received signal x of t. Xj of t denotes a random variable whose sample value is represented by the correlator output xj of t. We have assumed AWGN, so the noise is Gaussian. So x of t is the Gaussian process, and being a Gaussian random variable, xj is denoted fully by its mean value and variance. The mean value of this AWGN channel can be represented as follows. Let Wj denote the random variable represented by its sample value. Wj produced by the jth correlator in response to the Gaussian noise component Wt. So it has zero mean by the definition of the AWGN channel. Then the mean of xj can be computed as mu xj is equal to estimation function with sj. So where Sj is Sij plus Wj. So Sij is the signal component and the estimation with respect to the Wj is the Gaussian random process. Now the variance can be defined starting from the definition. So we can write Wi is equal to 0 to t Wt phi I of t. So when you compute the autocorrelation function and the basis functions and the estimation of that is computed using the equations as given. Now it can be expressed as R t comma u is equal to n naught divided by 2 delta of t minus u. So after substitution variance we get it as sigma xi square is equal to n naught divided by 2. The output of the correlator denoted by xj have the variance equal to the power spectral density n naught divided by 2 of the noise process. So the properties of these are xj is mutually uncorrelated, xj are statistically independent, that they follows from the above equation because xj is Gaussian. And for a memoryless channel, the following equation can be written as fx of x with respect to the mi, where f of x is the probability of occurrence of the signal with mi as the input variance. So this can be given by the equation pi j equal to 1 to n x f of xi, where xj is the occurrence for the mi symbols, where the I will vary from 1 to m. Now define a vector x of n random variables x1, x2 up to xn whose elements are independent Gaussian random variables with the mean values as Sij, that is the output of the correlator, and the variance as n naught divided by 2. Then the x1, x2 up to xn elements are statistically independent. So we can express the conditional probability of x given Si of t as a product of conditional density function fx of its individual elements fxj. Note that this is equal to the finding expression for the probability of the received signal given a specific symbol which was sent assuming the channel is memoryless. This can be expressed as the conditional probability of x with mi symbols can be given as shown, where vector x and the scalar xj are the sample values of a random vector x and the random variable xj. Now the vector x and the sample value of the random variable xj, this is called as the observation vector and observable element. Since each xj is a Gaussian with a mean sj and variance n naught divided by 2, we can write the conditional probability as shown. If we go back to the formulation what we have received for the signal, so x of t is a vector constructed fully defining the function with respect to xj and pi j, and w dash of t will represent the projection of the noise onto the basis functions of the signal. Now finally, the AWGN channel is equivalent to the n-dimensional vector channel described by the observation vector x equal to Si plus W, where I equal to 1, 2 up to m symbols.